The information out there, in some cases, not all information, some information about what we eat and our skin appearance is not related, which to me, I don't think so. I have firsthand have have had the experience of what I eat affecting my skin. Some professionals will tell you it doesn't matter what you eat has no effect on the skin. I don't know, permit me to say that that is not true. For me, it has worked. I cut down on some things that were not necessary, and the effect was glaring, or is still glaring, on my skin. You're seeing this face for the first time. My name is Asma Zakari. I'm a cosmetic formulator and also an educator on cosmetic studies and cosmetic science. Firsthand, it has worked for me. I used to love Coca-Cola. I don't know why. There's something about Coca-Cola that can easily be, will I say, addictive. Yeah, you can easily love it, probably because of the caffeine content in it. So I used to love Coca-Cola. And I noticed that when I consume it, especially maybe I overconsumption, I begin to break out, especially acne rosacea. Yes, and I begin to have dark eye cycles. Hold it. I'm not saying don't drink Coca-Cola to give you dark eye cycles. No, now this was what I was experiencing. Like I told you, there's caffeine in Coca-Cola. So I am this person that my system does not really go well with caffeine. When I take caffeine, it gives me this hyperactivity. It makes me to lack sleep. No matter how I try to sleep, the sleep doesn't just come. So when I take Coca-Cola, it deprives me of my sleep, or any caffeine product at all, even if it's coffee, any tea that has caffeine in general. It deprives me of my sleep, and when I don't sleep well, obviously I get eye bags. So I'm not saying that is your favorite drink that is giving me, your favorite Coca-Cola that is giving me eye bags. No, no, no. But I'm just trying to say that the ingredient in it does not allow me to sleep, hence leading to dark eye cycles. So when I cut down my intake of Coca-Cola, honestly speaking, I actually saw the results on my skin. I got a better looking skin, obviously, and then cutting down dairy products. Yes, I used to be the type that likes to consume tea, normal tea with Milo and milk for breakfast. But as soon as I took that out of my breakfast routine, honestly, I saw a huge difference on my skin. Sometime last year, that was around June, July, or so thereabouts, I attended a dietary course. Like I registered for a dietary course because I wanted to really know what I was eating. Just eating was one thing, knowing how to eat was another thing. Do you understand? I remember watching a content creator on this space, and she deals with, she's a dietitian, right? And she talks about losing weight and taking care of your physical appearance with age, even health wise. Food can be used for anything. If you want to use it for good, it works for you for good. If you want to use it for bad, it works for you for bad. That is what leads to obesity, if you know what I'm trying to say to you. But if you want to use it for good, you would live a healthy life, you would eat healthy, and you would look healthy. You get. So I decided to, I would say, I've forgotten her name. Honestly, I would have dropped her channel on this to give accolade to this person, because I was watching some of her content and I was not understanding some of the things she was saying, and that was what prompted me to go and seek for knowledge. Knowledge does not end. Learning never ends if you're as a human being. So on getting to attend a dietary course, I got to understand what even the balanced diet that we've been taught right from secondary school, what it really, really entails, what it actually means, what it could cause, and there are some misinformations that are out there that are not even necessary. Sometimes these things just come maybe from one person just generating a particular dairy products are this. In as much as dairy products are rich in calcium, rich in potassium, still dairy product, it gets a particular age that honestly the consumption of dairy products needs to be reduced. Exactly. So when I cut down my intake of dairy products, milk especially, honestly, I realized there was a drastic, um, rapid reduction, especially of acne and even this sebaceous filament. I don't know if you know when you press your nose, all this white. Now I noticed when I took my when I took a distance away from taking dairy products, I noticed the sebaceous filaments. Before I used to have them here, so obviously they are all gone. Then another thing again was fried foods. The moment I cut down on fried food, because I was kind of person again that if I don't, thanks to the dietary courses that I did though, it really helped me to, there are times that we think that something is a favorite food. Like I love plantain. Coming from the northern part of Nigeria and now based in the southern part of Nigeria, plantain was a luxurious food. Yes, when in the where I come from, but coming here, it was just a regular food. So of course, trust your girl in overconsumption. When you go. So I was doing more of frying of the plantain before in anything. I was indulging fried foods without realizing it. Yes, and then junk. I had to also cut down junk because most junk contains high level of cholesterol. They are more of fry now, of course, with oil and then here in Nigeria, it's not like there's so much information about fried foods. What am I trying to say? There are different types of oils out there, and most will I say commercial chefs, and they tend to go towards those unrefined cholesterol for cooking because of the financial whatever. It's cheaper, right? And then consuming it is not healthy, right, for the body, in particularly the heart. But coming down to beauty aspect, it is not also, it doesn't help the skin at all. And sugar. Honestly, all of these things are very, very key. Sugar was another thing that I was indulging in without realizing it. Yes, when I now cut back taking of sugar, especially all those artificial sugar, which still I was getting it from the Coca-Cola I was telling you about, all those artificial sugar. And the thing about sugar that a lot of people don't know is the fact that it causes breakdown of collagen. So when you indulge in taking too much sugar, you realize that you begin to wrinkle unnecessarily. Yes, because the collagen is what helps with the skin elasticity. Now when you begin to take too much sugar, that now goes in there and decides to now start destroying the building block of your collagen, what do you expect? You will have an unhealthy skin, and nobody wants to wrinkle on time. Yes, even if we want to wrinkle with age, we want to wrinkle slowly, and that kind of thing. But then those are the things I sort of withdraw from, and will I say fortunately or unfortunately, those are the most consumables. Yeah, so what did I later indulge in? I would say I now later indulged more in taking off vegetables, fruits, because these were things that, okay, fruits have always been in my eating routine, but vegetables were not really in my eating routine, and I introduced them. Honestly, introducing vegetable into the diet in my family in general really did a whole lot of good. At the beginning, let me just tell you the truth, we had a lot of gut issues. Like, it was loosening our balls. It was not funny. At the beginning, I had to even call my instructor, and I'm like, babe, this thing that I introduced is really caused a lot of rumble on stomach rumble in the family. She was like, yes, we should just continue. We're going to get it. Because there's one thing about trying to sanitize the eating habit. If the sanitation of the eating habit is not general, it can become a problem. So what am I trying to say to you? I wanted to work on my eating habit. I wanted to develop a healthy eating habit. I had to carry the whole family along. At some point, my first son was gradually becoming too he was so big, like I don't want to use the so doing that really helped, and gave him a better, he was becoming so big like that. So transforming the whole thing, it really, really helped. Did I say that also I cut down on taking bread? Yes, bread is another thing too that people don't realize, that it makes you fat. It makes in as much as, yes, it does not really do much with I don't know, I didn't really notice bread doing much with my skin, doing any harm to my skin, but I just noticed that it was making me gain weight unnecessarily. Yes, flour, sugar, all of those things. So I hope this video here really made sense. Maybe I'll try to bring in more of dietary content here, because I am not a dietitian, but at least I've attended a basic course on diet. I can talk about the servings, the full course, I can actually bring my own 5 cents, especially for we Africans that do not really have a full meal course. Like, you see, the Oyibos, let me use that word, they can have, like, for only, they have a starter, they have a main course, and they have desserts in layers. But we don't really have that. We just eat at once. So that eating at once is where our problem is found, because we do not really eat a balanced diet. Does that food have the complete balanced diet? What, we step this up or we step that down while you're bringing this in, while you're bringing that out? So gradually I'll be dropping content around that, and probably maybe even some DIYs, yeah, maybe some stuff like that, some practical illustration. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe if you like what you're seeing on this channel, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and drop your comments in this comment section. What were the foods that you thought were destroying your skin and you didn't realize they were destroying your skin, and you later realized that maybe you backed off, or you're still finding it difficult to back off, because sometimes old habits do not die out quick. Some addictions can be very, very difficult to drop. So tell us your own experience if you have any. So thank you so much, and hope to see you in another video. Bye.